All right, your next speaker is I'm really excited. She's our special guest.
Fire it up!
Fired up! That person's been drinking. Good. She's the reigning 2010 Miss North Carolina USA. She's competing for Miss USA in May. Ladies and gentlemen, her talk is entitled "Live Life Like Jerry MaGuire." Fire it up. Miss Nadia Moffett. Give her a round of applause.
Miss North Carolina USA 2010. And in order for you to get to know a little bit about me, I'm going to take this time as an opportunity. So I have a very important objective, to give North Carolina the opportunity to learn about Miss North Carolina. So, I can sum it up quite quickly. I am Jerry MaGuire. I'm Jerry MaGuire. No, I'm not actually Jerry MaGuire, but I'm living my life like Jerry MaGuire. So, who or what is Jerry MaGuire? For those of you who have not seen the movie. It's a movie about a man named Jerry, played by Tom Cruise. He's a sports agent, living his life well, making good money, and then boom. All of a sudden he has a self-realization, and he takes you through this journey as he discovers it. And in the process, the actors say some really cool stuff. Stuff I like to call quotes because I'm a little bit of a quote junkie. But these quotes say something about life, a life I choose to live. And through the process, I'm going to share a little bit about that, and you may be able to take a piece of what Jerry MaGuire is all about and how you can impact your life. So, someone once told me, right when I was out of college and I was a little naive about the world, they said, "Nadia, don't end up like me." What were they talking about? Were they talking about their paychecks, their job title? We'll discover that throughout this conversation. So, Jerry MaGuire's first lesson. The key to this business is personal relationships. Jerry didn't have relationships with his clients. He was just living for the money, living for the quality, and really not building a relationship with one another. So I can relate this very easily to my job with American Express. I inspire people. I help them link their life goals to their career goals. I develop them. I get to know them as a person and not just as an employee. That's the important element there. Another key example. Make Me a Queen Foundation. I founded a foundation to inspire young women to reach their full potential in life. And we do that through building relationships. We don't coach to them, we build relationships with them, inspire them to reach their full potential. Perfect example would be Queen Brittany. She is a young woman motivated for greatness. She's vice president of council. She's only a freshman in high school. We build a mentorship relationship with her. That is how we build her up to make sure she reaches for the stars. Personal relationships, everybody. Second lesson, help me help you. Everybody loves this part. Jerry MaGuire is trying to get his client the best possible contract, trying to get him good money. He goes to the practices, he meets with the coaches, he's doing everything he possibly can. But Rod Tidwell, his client, is a little bit challenging. He doesn't really want to listen. So Jerry flips out one day. He says, "Rod, working for you is an up at dawn, pride-swallowing siege. Help me. Help me help you." I can very well relate this to young people. I tour North Carolina schools throughout this year. And what I do is I get them to help me help them to reach their full potential. We do this through having fun. But in the process, I'm teaching them about goals, life setting, and finding their finish line. I also do this through Susan G. Komen, through a Spread the Word initiative called Circle of Promise, raising awareness about breast cancer in African American communities. Help me spread the word. Help me help you or somebody that else is impacted by breast cancer. That's an important element. Last and favorite lesson, breakdown, no breakthrough. Jerry wakes up in the middle of the night and he says, "You know what? I hated myself." No, what it was I hated my place in this earth. And he wrote a mission statement for his business, but really, it was a mission statement for life. A life that he chose to live. Now, for me, I didn't always grow up wanting to be Miss North Carolina USA. It actually hit me one day. But in the process, I was able to figure out what my goal was, what my finish line was, what was the big picture, the thing that Jerry was trying to find throughout the entire movie. Now, I'm Miss North Carolina USA. I'm traveling the state, focusing on women's empowerment and inspiring young people. That is purpose. That is passion. Now, this is another important ingredient, so think back. I stated at the beginning, someone told me right out of college, "Nadia, don't end up like me." What they were talking about was their place in this world, their purpose. that was the big picture for me. It was like an aha factor one day. I was like, wow, everything I do is a bigger picture. Have you ever asked yourself, are you like a gerbil on a rolly thing? Are you just going through life, but not with a really big picture of what the whole scope of the world is? See, it's not always about, you know the favorite quote, show me the money. It's not always about that. It's about finding the bigger picture in life, the passion that drives you to push through the pain every time that we have a roadblock in our lives. So the question is, what is your purpose? Are you living like Jerry MaGuire? And if not, at least you know had an opportunity to know today. So please support me. I will be representing the state of North Carolina at the Miss USA pageant live on NBC on May 16th. You can follow me on my social networks. And again, thank you.
Yay! I just hugged Miss North Carolina USA. Drink. I got my tweet deck open in the back. I know what's going on. Half of you are like, what is he talking about?